This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
Hi, David. How are we doing?
Welcome into Bad Karma Wrestling. I'm David Double D Dykstra. I'm here with my boy.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
WrestleMania hangovers, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what a doozy.
That is what we got in this great place that we call IMS Studios. We got some WrestleMania hangovers. We're here to talk about that. We'll touch a little bit on AEW.
Yeah.
We'll talk about where Nick's going tonight.
Oh, yeah.
For anybody who wants to stalk him, of course. You know, that's the whole purpose of me telling people where he's going to be tonight.
Follow him on Twitter, but also follow in real life, I suppose.
I mean, look at this punum.
What?
Look at the punum.
I got some schmutz on my face, don't I?
That's a pretty punum.
Oh, my.
All right, well, let's get into it. Reactions from WrestleMania. Do you want to go day by day?
Yeah, I figured we can just start off with night one, hit the top, and then night two, go through it. Or if you want to just, hit like the storylines.
Highlights.
I mean, besides the main event, obviously, I would open with just exactly with everything started with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. I would argue night one, that was probably the best wrestling match. Of course, you know, the actual, you know, the best storyline and everything was happening in the main event, of course, but that was pretty solid. Of course, didn't know beforehand that Becky Lynch had strep throat. She was basically on
102 temperature.
Yeah, this was her Jordan flu game, but didn't get it done, unfortunately, because Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to Becky just because she has the flu.
Yeah, exactly. No, but Rhea Ripley's on an absolute tear, rightfully so. That we said this a while back that give her basically a fabulous Moolah run of like 13 plus years with this title. So I mean,
I think she should have a Roman Reigns run.
Yeah. Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And then maybe drop it to Jade or somebody of that caliber.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that was better than Zayn Gunther?
I think yes, because it really fell off for me at the end with Gunther just turning it into I'm not focused on Sami Zayn. I'm just focused on humiliating.
Like that? You wish it would have been totally
focused.
Spot on.
Yes,
Gunther.
I wish it was a match and not just like Sami Zayn is this sympathetic character constantly, and he plays that role really, really well. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. That's where it kind of fell off. It was nice. It was a nice build up, tons and tons of chops, but it didn't really turn into anything much more. The Brainbuster was phenomenal.
Great spot.
Yes.
Amazing spot, and the fact that Gunther played it the way he did, even better.
Yeah. So when he brought the Brainbuster back, someone else showed an old highlight of Kevin Owens with that package pile driver where he'd kind of curl you up in a ball and just toss you into the turnbuckle. Yeah. It's like, hopefully Kevin Owens brings that back and does that to Logan Paul and probably tries to break his neck or something.
They had a huge miss spot on Sunday, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. 6-pack ladder match went about the way we thought. Little disappointed they didn't have him win it in a fun way.
No, really?
But I think they wanted to give R-Truth his flowers.
Yes.
And let him have his WrestleMania moment. So I understand why they did it the way they did it.
Yeah.
It was just, listen, R-Truth has been who he's been for, I'd say, the last decade. And for him not to get the titles in a way that is depicted for R-Truth was a little meh, but at the same time he got his flowers, so I'm not thoroughly upset.
And it was also a really nice moment. I don't know if you saw he just recently shared his cousin passed away, so just before WrestleMania had ended, he was actually able to have like a final moment with his cousin. So all around a fantastic moment. He's up. It's up on his X Twitter page, so it's all right there. It's like I said, it's a really nice message, really nice post.
Yeah, I would say overall, what we discussed when we were watching it together. And, other people flaked on us and didn't show up.
Oh, we had a good time. We had a good time. Filled with tons and tons of inside jokes that you guys will just never get because you guys weren't there. So, sorry. Because remember that time? Yeah. They won't because they weren't there. So
I gotta work.
Yeah. I gotta make money and provide for my family. Ugh. That's crazy.
Losers!
But yeah, and overall, I did like Sami Zayn and Gunther. It was solid, but again, it kind of turned into the chop fest.
I mean, once again, though, you knew what was going to happen night one, main event.
Was the biggest disappointment Uso.
Yeah.
I think we put too many eggs in that
that's
basket.
everybody's biggest
Yeah.
disappointment.
Big time.
They did a Young Bucks super kick party the entire match.
I would say that kind of just belongs to them now. The Usos overuse the super kick way more than the Young Bucks do.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I mean it's preposterous.
Their spot in night 2 was better than their entire match.
Yeah,
Night 1.
yeah, no, absolutely. Them spearing each other off the Titantron. Yeah, no, that was solid. Overall, I'm just kind of looking also as well.
I did like at the night 2 press conference, though. Triple H, it made me feel better about night 1 in a whole. Great matches overall.
Yeah.
But he said it was a build
Yes.
to night 2, and night 2 was supposed to just take it over the top, which it did.
Before we move on to night 2, how about Jason Kelsey's spot?
What are you talking about?
Oh, that masked man, the luchador?
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And that freak of an athlete that he had with him. That's just wrong. You should not be cut like that as a lineman in the NFL. It's not. You should have pudge. You shouldn't have a six-pack. Lance Johnson.
Yeah. And then Jason Kelsey launches himself over the ropes in Tim's.
In Tim's.
Again, preposterous.
You should not be that big and be able to do that.
I think I turned my ankle good out of bed today.
Did so well that they want to work with him more.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Them's the rumors. Them's the rumors.
I like them's
Let him
rumors.
be a masked luchador for LWO. That'd be fantastic.
Besides that, in that match, I did like the Rey Mysterio gets on Andrade's shoulders and does the crossbody. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there were some unique spots in that match.
Yeah.
Of course, LWO had to have their viral moment with
the launch pad.
The launch pad, which was decent. Like I said,
sick.
overall decent.
Yeah.
When we're sitting here talking about the Usos being the worst match, it was kind of hard to believe.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So on to night 2.
Night 2. What stuck out for you?
I'm going to say, it's going to go very underrated and under the radar, at least in my mind, just because not a lot of people are focused on it for a good reason. Obviously, Cody finishing the story was what everyone's going to. But LA Knight and AJ Styles was awesome. I think that was one of my favorites.
Solid match.
Yeah.
They told a story.
Yes.
It was very well done. This is the beginning of the end for AJ.
I think, unfortunately, I think so.
I think this is where, unless something happens where his arc gets reignited somehow, whether it be the OC getting back to the OG club, getting back together, whatever it may be, I think this is AJ probably prediction headed to AEW in the next couple of years, maybe.
That could be cool. That would be interesting. That would be very nice to have that little Bullet Club, maybe another Civil War type deal going on.
Listen, they're all throughout AEW at this point. You've got the Elite.
Yeah,
you've
you'd
got
have
the Golden.
Yes.
Golden Club. You've got, and if he came in there, you'd have the OGs.
Yes. It'd be a great move right there.
And I'll tell you one thing that I was disappointed.
Sure.
You're going to do all this special stuff in the main event. Why not bring in a new member of the Bloodline for...
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Two opportunities.
Yeah. Allegedly, Tama Tonga's in talks with WWE, and I know...
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu's on his way.
Yes.
He's at the Performance Center.
Yeah.
So, I know you don't want to bring them up that quickly, but
not put him in a spot you don't want to.
The rumors are already starting that he's going to get a push as soon as he debuts.
Rightfully so. Jacob Fatu's he's crazy. That's so crazy what he can do.
Umaga kind of vibes, but
can do a moonsault off the top of a steel cage.
More agile. But once again, you got to think of the times back then.
Oh yeah, no,
Umaga was coming off the top rope.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there's that.
His pop-up Samoan drop. I was watching some highlights. It just came up in my feed a while back, and
he's a talent.
Yeah, it was
sure.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
The U.S. title triple threat.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't realize this, what's the name of the dude again that was with?
I Show Speed.
Thank you. I'm old. I don't pay attention to this stuff.
That was I texted that to our boy Scotty, who unfortunately isn't here today. I said, Did you hear that? Everyone over 30 just said who? And right, I mean, I'm also getting scared that it's kind of dawning on me like, eventually I'm gonna get there, and it's gonna be it's gonna be within the next 3 years. They're gonna bring in some streamer, some YouTuber. I'm like, and then somebody just off to the side and be like, yeah, that's Dingle Bob McSpooglehoops. He plays Call of Duty. I'm like, oh, cool.
Please God, let that be his name. Please God, let that be his name.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fantastic. For all you people who want to call wrestling fake, that boy done effed up. And if you don't believe me,
Kick the cap off his head.
look at the face that he makes when Randy actually kicked him because he pissed Randy off.
Yeah.
He hit Randy and then talked crap to Randy, and Randy's like,
He hit him so hard he slid and the cap fell off. It was unbelievable.
I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
And I went, as soon as he hit him, I was like, idiot.
I thought I was going to start spilling out Prime. I
was like, I just sat there and went, idiot, and just lowered my head. And then he cussed, and I brought my head back up. I went, uh-oh.
Yeah, that was...
He got hit. He got kicked for real, people.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Randy literally physically had to pick him up and put him on the table. He probably couldn't breathe.
No, yeah, he kicked his chest in. He absolutely did.
I was just like, ooh.
Those are pretty solid. And besides that one, that was a really solid one. Just
What
Kevin
is
Owens
this?
and Randy working together. The go for the pin, and then like,
Are we
yeah,
gonna do
no,
this?
that's good. Yeah.
Is
And
it
then
time?
the sneak for the RKO is just like, oh, you saw that? Oh, yeah, sorry, didn't mean to.
Randy plays that very well.
Yes.
He plays that. I want to see what they're building to with Logan Paul.
Yeah,
There's
because keeping him that title on him, it means they want to do something.
There's something being built. There's a show, whether it be it's probably SummerSlam in Cleveland. I doubt he drops it there, unless it's still Gargano.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
wouldn't even.
That'd be crazy. They would have to build Gargano up so much right now between now and SummerSlam.
I think they did amazingly well in that 6-man.
Oh, yeah,
match.
yeah.
They were one of the bright
Coming out as Regeneration X, looking like triple. Tommaso Ciampa with the HBK hat was perfect.
So good.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Thoughts on the women's. The Bailey, I thought the Bailey match was very well done.
Yeah, no, it's again gonna fall to the wayside, but Bailey deserves that moment. She deserves everything right there. Been working her
leg injury.
Yes.
So well.
Yes, I mean just talk about
Was
a gal.
limping in the press conference, as a matter of fact.
Oh, there you go.
Afterwards, so
keeping
I'm
it
sure
going.
she had a little nod or something because it does get work.
I mean, just talk about a gal who's just worked her ass off the entire time, and just again, if we're talking about WrestleMania moments, I know I've poo-pooed it. She deserved it.
By the way, I saw a backstage moment before WrestleMania Night 2 where Rhea walked by Bailey and saw that Bailey got a new haircut, and she's like, "Ooh, fire!" I went, "Oh my God, they're so." K-Fab is dead.
Yeah,
no.
just a little bit.
Of course, emotional
Yes.
winning of the title, and I don't want to say that Nick and I called it, but we may have called it the main event, like almost spot on.
We were there. I mean, I love IGN's comparison of this being, a WWE's Avengers Endgame. I also thought it was kind of like, the old lady who swallowed the cat, swallowed the frog to catch the fly. It was kind of felt like that,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now. There was a part of me, not gonna lie, that when the Shield music hit, I was like, Ambrose is coming.
Oh my God, it's James Dean Ambrose.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
How did they work this out?
But then you saw what was left of Seth Rollins, I guess.
I don't know if I've been in more mental pain for
Yeah.
someone in my entire life.
The way you spin zoned it for me, I was sitting there like just trashing, like, oh, production was bad. All
It
these
took them
it
forever
was.
to get into the ring.
Yeah, and then when you said it like that, I was like, okay, maybe they were just
They
doing
didn't wanna
Rollins a
show-
favor.
Yeah, they didn't want to show how
Production
hard
was
it
bad though. Overall, it's got some fat fingers at some times.
There was some. Not.
But again, that's just,
not that we're knocking WWE's production. It's
Yeah.
great.
We're just cutting hairs. I'm just pulling strings.
Anything else? Like, of course, the main event was amazing. Pops left and right.
Yes. Night one main event being 45 minutes long was like, all right, this is dragging. And then you, of course, you saw
But
The
they
Rock.
built that whole
Yes,
match. That
yes,
whole match
yes.
built up to something.
Yes,
It wasn't
of
like
course.
we were standing there going,
No. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a snore fest the entire time because everyone was buzzing, everyone was humming. They did. It was electric, and felt the same for night two where everyone was kind of just conserving their energy. I didn't feel like the crowd was like it was exactly that. They were just waiting for the main event, and boom, when it hit, all energy popped, and rightfully so.
I love that Cena sold to The Rock again.
Yeah.
Like, when are you
Knowing
gonna
your role
learn?
and shutting your mouth. That's what he knows.
Learn, man? That's all right. It's all right. I'm just going to say this. You need, John, I love you. We share the same birthday. But you need to talk to Brian Urlacher.
Yeah.
Sir.
It hurts my childhood a little bit every single time. Just a little bit.
Other than that, let's move
my,
on.
No, my one
Okay,
question,
go.
I already know your answer, but it's just, did you want to hear the gong or did you want to hear the glass crash?
I was good either way.
Of course.
Like,
It's 1A, 1B
to me,
for sure.
To me, if it had been Triple H or Shawn, I'd have been geeked. Shawn's my guy.
Okay, yeah.
Shawn's my guy. He always will be my guy. For me, like I told you, the gong's nice. I would have probably enjoyed it more if he'd come down as the American Badass.
Yeah. He
was
mixed
dressed
it.
like
He
the-
mixed it up because
yeah,
he was like
he was all in black, but you could tell like there was some badass there too.
old school, able to control the the lights and everything, but came in with his hoodie
I
on,
want to
dead
know how long he
badass.
was under the ring for, because he was under the ring
Wow.
a while.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Because that match, I saw somebody push out the
Yeah.
apron at one point, and I was like, "Oh,
That went viral. Yeah, that went viral. Someone was under there.
Someone's under there."
How did you feel about the parade afterward when he's just like, I got two people to thank, and it's
like
Triple
that.
H
I
and
mean,
it's Bruce Pritchard.
That's something for Cody that, like, if Bruce hadn't reached out to Cody, Cody wouldn't have been there.
Okay.
Bruce literally reached out. How would you feel about coming back to WWE when he became a free agent? And he goes, I didn't think I'd ever go back, but new regime.
Yeah. I'm personally just not a
By
big
the
fan
way-
of Bruce Pritchard, so
The Paul Levesque chants.
that's disturbing.
Did you not like it at the Hall of Fame?
No.
I loved every moment of the Paul
No,
Levesque. And
that
then
felt uncomfortable.
And Sami Zayn just leaning up and going, "That's the first one ever."
Yeah.
And I went, "Yeah." It's like Copeland being cheered in AEW. Adam Copeland. Who the hell is that?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on to the disappointingness that is the Raw after WrestleMania.
Oof.
A 45-minute promo to start the show. What the blue hell? And it was awkward from go.
Yeah.
From go.
I was in like a haze trying to get out of a nap, and I'm like, what's going on? They're just talking, and I just slowly close my eyes, and then 20 minutes later go by, I'm like, they're still talking, and it went back to sleep again, and I woke up to the opening match. So.
It was not good. Well, and
No, I'm lying. I actually did see the awkward exchange between whatever
The belts?
between whatever The Rock had and gave him, and he said, "Don't
yeah.
break my heart again."
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. What did he give him? I think it was Fast 11 tickets. That's what I heard.
Condom? You just don't know.
Don't
But
go
anyway,
breaking my heart.
that was weird. I know you're upset with the Ilya Dragunov burying
Yeah.
Shinsuke.
It's not that it was Dragunov. It was just that it was
Shinsuke's-
Nakamura getting buried.
Shinsuke getting buried.
I don't think.
I completely will tell you this. I think Vince McMahon screwed Shinsuke.
Dive in. Explain.
He should have beaten AJ
At least once.
Mania.
Yeah.
At Mania, won the title, and then you see what Shinsuke can do.
Yeah.
But because he couldn't speak English well, Vince didn't want him as the figurehead.
Oh, that's ridiculous. God, that's ridiculous. That's so.
And now he's cutting promos in Japanese that are spectacular
Yeah.
and creepy as hell.
Yeah. They're sinister. They're
Sinister,
dark.
yeah. That being said, we also had we were talking about it before we went on air. Poor Chelsea Green.
Yeah. I mean, besides the squash match in general, Jade Cargill getting camouflaged once again. Just Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green having a rough go. Having a rough one.
Yeah.
She was thought to be an escort at the Barclays Center during the week of Mania. So that she was kicked out. She was escorted out of the Barclays
Yeah, she was
Center.
escorted because they thought she was an escort.
Yeah, and then
see what you
has
did
a rough time at Mania and a squash match as well the night after. So not looking too good for a gal you just said. I mean, could actually have a match and go.
I'd put her in the top 10 of female wrestlers in the industry right now, like pure wrestlers. She can go.
Yeah.
And if anybody doubts me, watch the original All Out.
Yeah.
Or All In.
All In.
The original All
All In.
From Chicago when her and Britt Baker go. And who else? There was one other. Was it?
I think Smiley Kylie.
Was it Kyler?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it? It might have been a fatal 4-way. I don't.
Yes,
remember.
it was.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But anyway,
We think the other thing we may have gone over was the cash-in. We just didn't. Cash-in was nice. I mean, a successful cash-in. I mean, that's calling it exactly.
Damian Priest, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. First naturally born Puerto Rican to hold the title.
Nice.
I believe.
Nice.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Bad Bunny first, but nope, it's going to be Damian Priest. Good.
I was sad Bad Bunny wasn't there.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
That'd been cool.
Other than, I think just Jason Kelsey, Bubba Ray were the big...
Best entrance, Maria.
Yeah. That was good. Then, Cody Rhodes and his weird skull, his hat. More
Claymation skull?
Yeah, that was interesting.
What are you going to do?
Overall, I mean, solid. People are already, putting it up there as the best Mania of all time. I think you gotta let it simmer and sit.
Let it marinate.
Yeah, exactly. Successful.
17,
Very successful.
18, 19,
10.
All of them. Like there's some judgment that needs to go on.
Yeah. I keep making that metaphor. If they're all hanging, if 17, 10, 20, they're all hanging out in a room. WrestleMania 40 comes knocking. They'd be like, "Can I come in? Can we?" They'd be like, "Hey, hold on. We gotta congregate. We gotta make sure you gotta make sure everything checks out." So as long as the storylines afterward follow through and everything's all right from there, I'll call it a successful night. Yeah, 2 nights.
Greatest WrestleMania of all time. Just ask Triple H.
Yeah.
That being said, give it a grade.
Give it a grade. I'll go A-. I have to grade it on a WWE curve, so I'll go A-.
I'm gonna give it a B+.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what made you not go into the A section?
Just a couple missed opportunities. The Uso match, the
Usos are really
for
big
me,
drawback.
For a WrestleMania to get an A- to an A+, all the matches need to hit.
I think it got a B+ for me, but it got extra credit because it had the Taker spot and
the ending.
Yeah,
That gives you bonus points.
That and then everyone giving Bobby Roode the flowers of producing that match. Just shout out to basically all the TNA hands, all the extra production.
Which is hilarious to me because he can now go back to wrestling and has verbally said, "I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I don't
love it. Keep it going.
I don't
honestly.
want to."
Keep it going. Churn out these bangers. Loving every second of it.
And he is.
Yeah.
He's like one of the faves of Triple H right now.
These storylines, may I say, glorious. I will be there. Yes, you know it. There we go. Bang bang. There we
All
go.
right.
So we get a
So I gotta dip out. So when we come back, Nick's gonna tell you what he's doing
Yeah.
tonight, and you gonna talk a little AEW too?
Yeah. Well, I might as well talk about the All In footage really quick. I'll smack it all in together.
I'll just say this: Will Ospreay, you the man.
Yeah.
Young Bucks, FTR, can't wait.
Yes. Pac and Okada.
Can't wait. Jack Perry, please come back to AEW Forbidden Door.
He's here tonight in Chicago.
It'll be great. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Nick will be back in about 3 minutes.
Yeah. Stick
Back
around.
here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. Cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. The boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
There we are. There we go. Now we probably got some sound. Ready to rock and roll. I'll finish it on out of here as David is on his way out. Deuces, take care. We love you. See us. Bye-bye. But not just yet. You're not tuning out. We're tuning back in. Talking some quick all-in footage that was released. And then, I got a New Japan, Windy City Riot to go to. So I'll just highlight some quick matches because just a couple of us here. We'll get on out of here. It's an easy breezy Friday. So how you doing? So exactly that, all-in footage, AEW. This was the highlight of everyone. Everyone's talking about it. It's just no other ways to get around it. It's annoying as all hell that we still have to sit here and talk about a grown man having a kerfuffle at work and getting all butthurt about it. But here we are doing exactly that. So everyone saw it. Everyone that saw it live maybe DVR'd it. But unfortunately, you most likely didn't see it online because it was up there for only about an hour and then taken down. Whether that was because it was getting such a negative review or for whatever damning reason, it was just gone. So, outsider's perspective, I had a couple people, luckily, that were just out of context, didn't know this, didn't know what was going on. But I'll pull it back just a little bit more for those who don't know at all what I'm talking about. The all-in footage, the brawl-out from everything that was from Wembley in London, CM Punk having a fight, causing a fight, I'll just straight up say it, causing a fight with Jack Perry over something that it had nothing to do with him, had simply nothing to do with him, but let alone caused a big fight on the biggest professional wrestling night of all time in AEW's history. But exactly that. So we see the footage. We finally see the footage. What everyone's been talking about, this fight between CM Punk and Jack Perry. Who caused what actually went down. And if you see it firsthand, you watch him. CM Punk comes up to Jack Perry. Jack Perry does not come up to CM Punk. CM Punk comes up to Jack Perry. He has maybe one or two people with him. It's not for muscle. It's just whoever was walking around him. So there's that. You don't hear anything. You only see it from the one angle with no sound, so you can't hear what's going back and forth. And it's very hard to tell what maybe Jack Perry is saying because you only see the back of CM Punk's head. From there, you see that he pushes him as Jack Perry is putting his hair up or just trying to get it out of his face, out of the way. Sure enough, he grabs him again. CM Punk tries to get him in a guillotine. At this point, all eyes, everyone around there. You see the referees, all eyes on here. You see Samoa Joe and also somebody else. I believe maybe even Chris Hero was there. Jerry Lynn was talking to the referees. All eyes are on the situation because, again, knowing Punk, he has to be the center of attention in the room. So has this big fight. Everyone comes together and pulls them all apart. So again, no real. I think Punk tried to throw some blows. From the angle, it doesn't look like Jack Perry threw a thing. He looked like he really just wanted to get out of it in general. So shout out to Samoa Joe for also helping out there. Out of context, again, from the people that I see, the outsiders look from it, just looks like hey, what's that guy's deal? It very much looks like it's CM Punk's fault. He is the instigator. However, if you look online, everyone is just saying, "Oh, another W for Punk." Punk is on Mania, Raw, and AEW all in the same week. First person to do that. Congratulations. That's fine and dandy. But everyone with a brain, everyone that I talked to in the physical, real world has said, "Wow, what an ass!" Like he truly. I don't understand where this whole idea of wow, he wins again. He doesn't look good. No one really looks good in this whole situation, if you want to put it frankly. I personally see it as though exactly that with CM Punk, just looks like a work hazard, a problem, and everything. And if it wasn't for all these issues, it's simply the wrestling fans online just talking out of their keister. They don't know, they don't care, and honestly, like I said, it's just. Putting up there that Punk is always going to get a win. He gets blinded fans that would just again jump at the sight that anything he says goes. Anything he says goes. Even when there's physical proof that he was the instigator and the problem, they will still blindly follow and say no. Punk is our savior. AEW is the problem. The Young Bucks are the problem. Tony Khan is the problem. And again, I don't see that either. That's absolutely ridiculous. Tony Khan did what he had to do. Maybe a smart camera angle, using it the way that he did. I'm sure that there was a couple of cameras that they could have used, but smart one not having Tony Khan in the visibility in the sight. But at the end, you see it. You see CM Punk lunging at Tony Khan. No one's really talking about that part. No one. Had to be, oh my God, had to be restrained as CM Punk was lunging at his boss at the time. So again, CM Punk wins. CM Punk won that. Blind allegiance is disgusting. It's really bad. I would recommend that you do something else. Again, rewatch the tape. Anyone that has an outsider's view just watches that and will be like, wow, that guy with the triple X's on his jacket, he was the problem. But there, I'll leave it at that. I personally loved how the Young Bucks tied it all into their storyline, working with FTR. Like, wow, hey, this is FTR's friend. We were distracted by all this. And the whole thing about that, this was such a distracting issue for them. They had to put their EVP caps on and then afterward go back out and have a match. So that's why they ended up losing. So I think that's actually funny. But, of course, the people that hate so much on the Young Bucks will say the exact opposite. They will say that they're killing the business. Not only killing the business, that they're shooting AEW and themselves in the foot, which, again, don't think that's the case. If WWE can get past, wrestlers dying left and right, steroid cases, sexual abuse allegations, just everything involved with Vince McMahon, I know that AEW will be able to get over this all-in footage. I think that's very safe to say. Nothing really else lingering with that. I just like that Jack Perry's scapegoat T-shirt sold out on Pro Wrestling Tees basically immediately after. So thought that was absolutely hilarious and rightfully so. And we'll be getting to that in just a second. I'm gonna be seeing that young man later tonight. I'm gonna be chanting for him. I don't care. I think Jack Perry cured cancer in this situation. Got rid of everything that we wanted to. yeah, fine, just wrapping up on that. That's that. Take it into what you want. Everyone's perspective is on that. I see it from all different angles. The blind CM Punk allegiants are going to say that Punk does no wrong, and on the other end, it's going to be like, wow, exactly that. CM Punk is he's bad for business. So, not bad. Okay, well, I can't say that, but he's going to draw tickets. He's going to draw money, but still a hothead, still a bum, still can't work in the sense that his body's not going to hold up. I'll leave it with that. The only other thing from that episode was Will Ospreay and his promo, a phenomenal promo with that being as well. Taking a shot at Triple H because Triple H, again, taking shots at AEW, taking shots at Will Ospreay. Simply sour grapes. Triple H, for those that didn't see, was on the Pat McAfee show right before WrestleMania, the day before, just saying how he's trying to get other talent in here, and you can see that some want to do it and some don't. Some don't like the grind. Some don't see the grind. The way that Will Ospreay put it, it's very true. The only grind that he does know about is grinding on the boss's daughter. That's why he's in the predicament that he is in. He's in the position of power that he's in for exactly that. So I love the promo. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. For again, everyone is just like, oh, constantly living rent free. They're starting it and AEW's finishing it. That's how I see it. Phenomenal promo. Will Ospreay is the best. He's in probably a span of the 3 weeks that he was debuting on Dynamite, and then like I said, having those 3 matches in that span. 3 better matches than what Triple H could have ever put in his entire career. That's that. I know he has 2 matches against The Undertaker, but yeah, that's that. Will Ospreay, he's the man. Dynamite, other results other than that, just keep giving me Swerve Strickland. Can't wait for the Samoa Joe promo. AEW Dynasty. That's not this weekend. That's next weekend. So we actually will have another opportunity to preview it in full. Can't wait. I mean, David already kind of mentioned all the other ones. You got Okada and Pac. You're gonna have Will Ospreay and Danielson. That enough should be alone. But no, they're gonna give you more. They're gonna give you Samoa Joe, Strickland. You're also gonna get FTR and Young Bucks 3. Love it. Can't get any better than that. That's wrestling. That's where the best wrestle. Where actually wrestling matches are going to happen, that's AEW. If you want the glitz and glamour, WWE is your thing. Nothing wrong with that. But the wrestling is in AEW. So that's where that's at. Finally, just to get on out of here, like I said, we'll quickly just preview some Windy City Riot. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Windy City Riot. Got doors opening up around 5:30. The bell time is 7, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm not going to hit every single match like we usually would with our pay-per-view previews, but just going to hit the high spots. 2 opening matches that I'm not quite sure of, so I'll just, like I said, going to go ahead and skip those. We're going to go ahead and see Minoru Suzuki and Ren Narita. Anytime you're going to see Minoru Suzuki, that's going to be fun. So maybe a quick 15-minute little back and forth, chops and headbutts galore. Can't wait. Bouncing back and forth, like I said, a four-way challenge for the tag titles, and El Phantasmo and Hikuleo. Going to be trying to hold on to those tag titles. Anytime I can see Filthy Tom Lawler as well, that ought to be good. And they could have an opportunity between him and Fred Rosser. That ought to be good. Shuda and Jack Perry. This is it. The scapegoat in Chicago. This is going to be the big pop, and everyone's going to be looking forward to. Personally, I can't wait to cheer him. I know he's going to probably get booed. I think it's going to be very mixed. I think it's going to be mixed heat for Jack Perry. I just hope that it's going to be a phenomenal match, and having Shuda Minu in there is going to be great. Again, just banger after banger after this one. Mustafa Ali and Takahashi. Again, phenomenal. That's not for a title, but again, Mustafa Ali's just been running through it right now. I think he's still the current X Division champion on Impact. So he's had a nice little step up. This storyline of him being all presidential. Again, solid move. Still unnamed are the 3 tag partners for Eddie Kingston and the other 3 tag partners for Gabe Kidd in this no DQ tornado tag match. So, yeah, no, it's exactly that. Members will be revealed on entrance. Exciting. Very exciting for that to happen. So can't wait for that. Eddie Kingston going up against Gabe Kidd and whoever else their partners might be. Going around the Wintrust, they're just going to beat the tar out of each other. Again, tables, ladders, chairs, maybe some fire. They upgraded the building, and they're not in the small little Odeum. They're in the Wintrust downtown this year. Finishing up these last couple matches right here. Matt Riddle, Zack Sabre Jr. Again, any other time you can get Zack Sabre Jr. in the building and watch him. It's going to be an absolute treat. I haven't seen Matt Riddle since his WWE departure. So again, would be fantastic. You see, I forgot who cut the promo, but getting something about getting the WWE rejects coming in here and having these matches, winning our titles. It's time for a change. It could be something interesting. So Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know if he puts over Matt Riddle. There's gonna have to be something maybe some outside interference maybe. I don't see Matt Riddle going over clean. That'd be very interesting. Got Nick Nemeth and Ishii, Tomohiro Ishii. Again, cool. I can't. You're not going to get a complaint out of me with this match. Ishii going to come in and really, challenge the different way that maybe like Nick Nemeth, not as of late, but you're probably different people haven't seen Nick Nemeth work as to Dolph Ziggler work in WWE. So this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting to see the different style that he's going to be able to come out here with. And Ishii is just a hard-hitting worker. So he's just gonna chop you and keep hitting you. He's not gonna get any softer. So hopefully Nick Nemeth can keep up, and I'm sure he can. Finally, main eventing tonight for the IWGP World Heavyweight Title: Moxley and Tensai Naito. Open up your eye. Moxley is challenging for the title. Whew. I can't quite say for this one either. Would be very surprised if Moxley wins the title from trying to go on a little bit of a break, a little bit of not a hiatus, but just not putting so much on his plate lately. I'd be very surprised if they do throw the title on him, but wouldn't be completely out of character just knowing that Jon Moxley could carry it, and knowing that he loves being a part of New Japan and everything special with that. So overall, towards the end, it gets pretty stacked up, and I personally can't wait for those final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches, 6 matches. So phenomenal. Can't wait. New Japan over at the Wintrust, I believe, from what I'm looking at, just standing room only. It's basically all sold out. So that's gonna be phenomenal. A nice night of wrestling. Windy City Riot in the city. That about does it right here. Like I said, kind of went through really quick, went through really fast, but nothing to bounce off of here because David had to bounce down out of here, go get his hair did, and maybe the beard as well. Nice little trim guy, so that's all good. He's got a big day ahead of him. He's got a nice couple days ahead of him. So good luck. You're gonna need it, son. With that being said, from everyone over here in the Meat Locker, thank you, boys. Everyone over here for helping out, joining in, and doing exactly that. For everyone else, join in X-Bomb Sports. Everywhere else, I'm trying to do all our final little plugs, but of course, the most important, whether you're a sports fan or just enjoying a nice night out over at the Dave & Buster's in Rosemont, join us there. April 25th, NFL Draft. That we're going to do the full first round, all the reactions, all the sights and sounds. So please, April 25th, right around 6. That's where when we'll go live, but we'll be there previewing, getting everything set. You'll be there hopefully as well, drinking. Play. I don't know. Have some fun. We'll come on down, play some skee ball, watch us talk about the draft, and enjoy it. So, April 25th, you are at Rosemont. You are at the Rosemont Dave & Buster's, and if you are not, you're joining us on Twitch, XBomb, also probably on the Sportstown Shy. So we'll get that all cleared up and all that as well. So I'm yammering. Let's get on out of here. Thank you very much, everybody, for Nick Johnson and everybody else here at Bad Karma Wrestling. Signing out, and we'll see yous. We love yous. Bye-bye.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with no gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.